Avogadro's number, 6.022. Avogadro's number, 6.022 times 10 to 23. When you think of a mole, what do you think of it? Something burrowing through dirt and grit? No, it's not an animal. Actually, it has a decimal. A mole is actually a unit of SI, not inches or feet or any of those guys. It means amount of substance, of anything. Pens, pineapples, apples, or some other crazy thing. Avogadro's number. But it can't just be any amount of substance, it has to be an exact number. A constant. 6.022 times 10 to the 23. It's the full constant for the mole, you see. How random of a number. From where did it come? The number of atoms in 12 grams of carbon. How big is that number? Let's think about that. If every person on Earth counted the atoms of one mole at a rate of just 1 atom per second, we'd all be dead. But who thought of a mole? Was it that Italian guy? Yes, it was, Avogadro. He was a great guy. He contributed to chemistry with his law. Shocks of volumes of gases, but we'll get to that, y'all. Think of all the ways that a mole can be used. Seriously, think of all the ways that a mole can be used. Use it to find the mass of the stuff, or count the number of atoms in that fluff. If you want to go from mass to number, then there is something that you need to remember. Go to mole first, then convert to atoms. It's much less confusing and as easy as it comes. But what about the units of all this stuff, you ask me? Units of plenty, units that are many, maybe infinity, well not infinity, just enough for each measuring activity. Are you still with me? Just bear with me, and you will see the units for all of these. Well, maybe not all, but maybe 2 or 3 exactly. Some nice rhyme in there. Avogadro's number. You know, I used to think that constants were just randomly picked, like someone just wrote down a bunch of numbers, but really, it's complicated. Gram formula mass is molar mass, which is 1 mole of an element in atomic mass, written as a fraction of grams over moles. Moles as the unit, not the things in holes. Representative particles are the smallest unit. That a substance can naturally exist, no more split. You use these units when you convert things, especially when working with moles like a king. But what about the volume of a gas? Avogadro thought of this and he thought up a plan. He said that equal volumes of the same STP have equal numbers of molecules, you see. Which brings up this fact that a mole is 22.4 liters, no act. But this only works when the gas is at STP, which is same temperature and pressure. See? Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number. So now that you know all this, what are you gonna do with it? Animals.
Animals. Shot